Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's in today's session, we will be discussing one problem about linear programming formulation problems. Right now, formulation is something, guys, which depends upon the kind of the question which is given to you. Frankly speaking, there is no hard and fast rule how to how we are going to formulate the problems into the form of LPP, but there are few things like you can take care of. Like for example, first of all, it is important that you should be able to list the decision variables, right? What you want to decide, I mean, you want to decide how many units of the product should be produced, how many rupees should be spent. These kind of decision variables, first of all you have to define those decision variables, and then you have to state what is going to be your objective function. Is it going to be something like maximization or minimization? In linear programming problems, we have two kind of objectives. Either it can be maximization or it can be minimization, right? So as a student or as a person, we know that in every organization they have an objective. It can be either profit maximization or it can be the cost minimization, right? So for any business problem which will be given to you, you have to identify what will be your objective function. Is it going to be minimization or it is going to be maximization? All right. And then every company has some constraints also. Constraints as in some restrictions, some limitations. For example, the amount of raw material which is available with them, the amount of time for which the labor is working in their organization, etc, etc, right? So these are the constraints which you have to identify in the business problem. All right. And the last one is the non-negativity constraint, which we assume that the production, now you guys tell me, the production which happens in the organizations, it cannot be in a negative number. Can we produce minus 10 units of tables, minus 5 units of chairs or something like that? No, either the production will be zero or it is going to be positive, right? So that is what the non-negativity constraint says. Fine. So these are the four things which are important when we are about to form an LPP from the given business problem. All right. Now next is, let's see the problem. So there are two grades of inspectors. A company has two grades of inspectors, 1 and 2, the members of which are to be assigned for a quality control inspection. It is required that at least 2000 pieces be inspected per 8-hour day, right? And grade 1 inspectors, they can check the pieces at the rate of 40 per hour with an accuracy of 97%, and grade 2 inspectors, they can check the pieces at the rate of 30 per hour with an accuracy of 95%. Now the wage rate of grade 1 inspector is rupees 5 per hour, while that of grade 2 inspector is rupees 4 per hour. An error made by an inspector, it is going to cost rupees 3 to the company, and we have only 9 grade 1 inspectors and 11 grade 2 inspectors. The company wishes to assign work to the available inspectors so as to minimize the total cost of inspection. Formulate the LPP, right? So the thing is, the last thing, can you please recall this? The company wishes to assign work to the available inspectors so as to minimize the total cost. So what is the objective? The objective is they want to minimize the total cost, right? And total cost of inspection, right? So you have to formulate the LPP. All right. Now let's see, let's summarize this question in the form of the table. Now I have how many inspectors available? For grade 1 I have 9 inspectors available, and for grade 2 I have 11 inspectors available. And what is the you can say how many pieces they are inspecting in 1 hour? Grade 1, he is doing 40 pieces inspection in 1 hour. Grade 2, he is doing 30 pieces inspection in 1 hour. And in the question it is mentioned that the accuracy of grade 1 inspector is 97%, right? So if he is checking the pieces with an accuracy of 97%, so the probability of making an error by grade 1 is 3%, or we can say 0.03, right? And similarly, inaccuracy of checking for grade 2 will be 0.05 because accuracy of grade 2 is 95%, right? So if his accuracy is 95%, so that means 5% is the chance of making an error. Now cost of inaccuracy in checking, if they both of them, if they make any mistake, that is going to cost rupees 3 to the company per piece. Either it is for grade 1 or it is for grade 2, and their wages are given to you that grade 1 is paid rupees 5 for 1 hour and grade 2 is paid rupees 4 per hour, and they are working for how many hours in a day? 8 hours, and total pieces which the organization want that it should be inspected is 2000 pieces should be inspected. Alright, so this is the summary of the data which is given to us in the question. Alright, now let's see how to solve this. Now the first thing is we are going to calculate the costs which are processed by the company. For that, first of all, what I'll say that let x1 is number of grade 1 inspectors